Hello everyone and welcome to WordPress User TV. Today it's all about the Divi WordPress theme quick tips. So what we'll be covering today is some tips that can make your website look professional. So let me just go through a few slides and show you what we'll be going through today. So here on the first slide we can see that what we've done here is we've added this navigation on the top of our website to be on top of our main hero image. Now, this is a question that I've been getting quite a few times, both via my email and also through my online course, Divi Blueprint 3. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I will show you how to sort that out. And then on here, we're also going to show you how to add a color to the top part of your website throughout your whole website. Now, this is a technique that you can use. It's brilliant. It makes your website look professional, and you don't have to keep adding your page titles on your website as you're designing it. Okay, so that's the normal pages. Now, I've taken this a step further and also showed you how to change these page titles to use them on different type of pages. So let's say you have a membership website and you want to differentiate the color of that with the normal visitors to your website. You can actually add a different color, and this is what we have here on this slide. Okay, and also throughout this I'll be showing you how to handle quick ways of saving your designs so that you can use them over and over again. Now, if you're brand new, you may find that the way I'm going through this is quite fast. So if you're new to Divi and WordPress, you may find this fast. So don't worry, because what I have here is a course that will cover all the training that you need in order for you to really become a good designer. Now, this course you can actually get this course absolutely free if you buy your hosting through my affiliate link, which I will include in the show notes below. So all you have to do is to buy your hosting through my affiliate link and you'll get access to this course. Now, the course is Divi Blueprint 3. This course covers everything that you need to know about Divi, and also what I'll be giving away is the WordPress Mastery course. Now, this WordPress Mastery course again covers everything you need to know about WordPress. So pretty much this is a package that you need if you want to get started with web design. And as you go through my affiliate link, you will also get a 57% discount on your order. So pretty much this is what I have on offer for you. So it's going to be exciting, and I'm sure you're going to learn quite a few tips and techniques. Okay, that's what I meant to say. Right, so let's dive into the tutorial and let me show you how we managed to achieve all these designs by adding a brand new section. So because the section we need is a full width section. So I'm going to come over here, click on full width. Okay, so now we have our full width section. Now in that full width section, we're going to need a full width header. So I'm going to select that as our module. And for now, I'm just going to go ahead and save changes. Okay, so now that we have two sections here, we don't need the top one. So we can see here we have two. So the top one needs to be deleted. So just in case it confuses you, what I'll do is I'll start adding content onto this new one that we need. So I'm going to come over here to my section settings, click on background, and we're going to add a background image. So I'm going to click this third tab. Okay, so this is how we add our background image. Click this plus button here. Now, I already have images in my media library. So if you don't have your images in your media library, what you want to do is to click upload file so you can upload these from your computer. Okay, so I'm going to click my image. And by the way, if you want to know the dimensions I used for this, it's 2000 by 1109 pixels. Okay, so I'm going to click on upload image. So now we can see that we have our image now in this section background. So go ahead and save. And then now, because we can see the difference between these two, we can always go ahead and delete this top section here. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to come over here and go into this module settings. So I'm going to click module settings, click on design, click on layout, and we need to make this full width. Okay, so now we can see the full image. So what you can actually go ahead and do is you can come here into the content, click on text, and you can add a title, subhead. You can also add buttons. Now, if you want to go through and see how all this is done properly, I've done some tutorials, which I'll link again in the show notes below, where you can see the steps that I took to create this. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to save this. Now, here's the challenge. So this is what I was talking about initially. When you design your page like this, you have this section here of your website which just stays white and you can't really do much about it. Okay, so let's fix that. So we want this text to be above on this image here. So I'm going to save this. And for that, I'm just using my shortcuts. I'm going to hit Command S because I'm on a Mac. If you're on a PC, just hit Control S. S for sugar. Okay, so to exit the Visual Builder, hit Command E. If you're on a Mac, if you're on a PC, it's Control E. E for elephant. Okay. Right. So now I've exited this Visual Builder. So this is our page. Right. So let's go into our dashboard area. Next, come over here to Divi, click on Theme Customizer. Right. So what you want to do here is to go to Header and Navigation, and then click on Primary Header. So what we need to do here is we need to get this links to be showing on above our image. So to do that is quite straightforward, and this is where the tips come in. So all you have to do is to come over here to the background color. Right now it's set to white. Click on that and just drag this slider. Now you can see as I'm dragging it slowly, it's becoming more and more transparent, and boom. Right, now we can see that that white is gone. So that's basically what you need to do. Now, to add a bit more of a design to this is you can see our text is gray and it's really close to our background. So ideally, you want to have a color that really stands out. So let's fix that. So I'm going to come over here to my text color and make it white. Boom. So now it's white, but still it's not very clear because in the clouds there's a bit of white, so it's not very easy to read. So I can go ahead and fix that as well. So for now, this is fine. If you want to make a few more adjustments, you can actually increase your menu height maybe to about 83. So that's increasing our menu height right here. Okay. So the logo max height as well, you can adjust that if you want. The text size, you can make it bigger like that, but obviously you don't want to make it that big. Okay. So let's keep it at 17. You can also add some letter spacing if you want to. So in fact, let's bring this down to 16. So that looks much better. And over here on the font, you can choose your font that works for your design. Okay. So now that we're done with this, it's looking good so far. Let's go ahead and save and publish. And then let's close out of here. Okay. So what we're going to do here is to go back to that page. So I'm going to click on all pages, and our page is this one right here, the front page. Click on edit. Let's go back into our Visual Builder. So this is where now we're going to play around with the blending modes and also the gradients. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and click on this gear icon to enter my section settings. Click on background. So first you want to come here to this second tab. The second tab has that's where you can do your linear gradient. So I'm going to click this plus button here, and for our first color, that needs to be black. Okay, the second color needs to be white. Right, so far so good. So right now we don't see any effects to this. That's because we haven't applied the blending mode. So let's come over here to our third tab. Right here on the bottom, you can see here background image blend. Right now it's set to normal. We want to set it to multiply. And once I select multiply, you can see now that this is now blending and it's getting transparent as it's going below here. But this is a bit too extreme, so let's adjust that. So I'm going to come back over here to this second tab, and this is where now we can get to adjust our end position. So let's drag this back. Okay, so as I'm dragging it back, you can see we're getting to see through our main image. So that's looking much better. So I'll leave it around about there. Okay, start position. You can play with this as well if you want to adjust your start position, but this I normally leave it as it is. And our direction is fine because everything is coming from the top to the bottom. Okay, so I think 28 is fine, and that's looking really cool. So this is how we've made this navigation area really stand out by using blending modes. And these are the tips that we're covering throughout this tutorial. Okay, and there's more to come, so stay tuned. Okay, so now that's done. Now that is done, let's go ahead and save changes. Save the page and exit the Visual Builder. Now that you know the shortcuts, I'm just doing the shortcuts as I'm doing this, okay? Right, so now I've exited my Visual Builder, and we can see our page is looking really, really cool. Right, so we have a problem though, and let me show you what the problem is. This effect that we've done on this landing page has not been applied to all the pages. So, and as an example, I'm going to come over here to Divi Tutorial. It's a brand new page, and look at that. So all our links here, because they're white, we can't see them. So what can we do to these inside pages to have that uniform look and to make them actually look nice? That's what we're going to do next. So what we're going to do now is we're going to enter the Visual Builder of this page. So I'm going to click Enable Visual Builder. And just like before, we're going to add a brand new section. We're going to make it full width. But this time, instead of having a full width header as we did with the main page, we are going to add a post title. Okay, so what the post title does is it adds the page title of the page, and you can make a few adjustments on it. And then this is really cool. So let me show you how to do that. So we are going to come over here to Elements. So we can see here that we have Divi Tutorial, which is the name of the page, and we also have this metadata. Now we don't need that metadata because this is just information that's very unnecessary for the design that we're going for. Okay, so let's disable that. So as I'm disabling this, you can see that now it's all gone. Right, so the next stage is to add your background color. So I'm going to click this plus button here while I'm on the first tab. And let's start off by using this red. Right, so as soon as I've clicked it, you can see now it's covering, this area. Right, so we're not done yet because we need to adjust this text to make it really match our colors or our brand. So I'm going to come over here to Design. I'm going to click on Text. Now, I prefer having this text white, so I'm going to come over here and select light. And now, again, this is a design choice. You can either have this text left or we can have it aligned to the center. So for now, I'm just going to leave it to the left. And let's come over here to our title text and make some more adjustments there. So we can make this all caps. So I prefer all caps like that. And I'm also going to add some letter spacing. So I think 4 is fine. Okay, it's looking good at 4. And then what I'm going to do is, because this title is very close to this line here, I'm going to add some spacing to the bottom. Padding. So I'm going to click here and add 20 pixels to the bottom. And I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead now and save. Now we need to get rid of this top section, so I'm going to delete that, and now our red section has taken over. So what we've done now is we've customized this. We have this background on all our pages, and this can be changed. You can have an image if you want. You can have different colors that match your branding, but you can see how easily we are starting to make this page look really, really professional. In fact, let me add one more step so we can add some text to make this really look nice. So I'm going to click this plus button here to add a regular section. We're going to have a single row, and in that row we're going to add some text. Now, I'm lazy with the typing, so what I do is I use Lorem 2 and I just copy all this text here and just paste it. Okay, and obviously this also saves you time while you're watching this because you don't want to see me typing. Trust me, it's terrible. Okay, right, so now that I have my text in there, I'm just going to make a few design adjustments. I'm just going to make it slightly bigger. I think 16 is fine. My line height is okay. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, right, I'm going to go ahead and save. Okay, so now that our page is saved, I'm just going to hit Command S to save and Command E. Right, so that's our page. It's fully designed, and obviously you can go ahead and add pictures, videos. You can add all the stuff that you want. This is just for demo purposes first, and I'm also showing you what's happening with the navigation, which is cool. Okay, so now that we have this, this is on our Divi tutorial page. So if I come over here to our home page, Okay, our home page is sorted. If I come here to the Divi tutorial page, now we have this design that we have here, and it's really, really looking nice. Okay, so do you want to go through this whole process of adding this text, adding the spacing, making it all caps? No, you don't have to do that because you can actually save this to the library, and let me show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go back into our visual editor. And then I'm going to come all the way down here to our expand settings, click our wireframe view, and then I'm going to come right here to the top section and click this icon right here. So I'm going to click it once, and let's give this template a name. So I'm going to call it new page. Okay, new page titles. Now, here's the thing. Don't make this global, because if you make it global, then every time you make changes to that, it applies to the whole website. But ideally, you want to make sure that your page titles are not the same throughout. So just leave this as it is and click on Save to Library. Okay, so now that it's saved, I'm just going to save and exit, and then we're going to try and upload this to our brand new page. Okay, so now I am going to exit this, exit the Visual Builder. Let's go to another page. So let's go to Contact Us. Again, it's blank. So what we're going to do is we're going to enable the Visual Builder. Okay, I'm going to come all the way here to my expand settings, click my wireframe view. I'm going to click this plus button here to add a brand new section. And then I'm going to click on add from library. So now we can see new page titles is right there. I'm going to click once on it, and now it's been added. So I don't need the top one, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. Okay, so I'm going to come here and click my desktop view, and boom, our page has the same settings as we have, the same structure as we have with our Divi tutorial page. It's got a red background. I don't need to make any more changes to this, because I used what I saved in the library. So that's the beauty of saving stuff to your library. And that was our second tip. Okay, right. So over here, I can go ahead and add a new section, and we can make this two rows. I can add a contact form like that. I'm going to save this, and over here, I'm going to add some text. So I'm just adding this information so that there is something in that page, because it looks quite weird when nothing is on there. Okay, so I'm going to save this. So that's our contact page, and I am going to exit. Okay, so our contact page is done. Our Divi tutorial page is done. So it's looking really cool. Now, let's say you want to have a different color over here for your pages. All you have to do is to create another heading with a different color, and save that as a template. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to come over here to members. So the reason why you may want to do this is, say for example, you want to divide your website into two sections. You want to distinguish between normal visitors to your website and members. So members can actually have a different color as they're navigating into their members area, and the normal visitors will have a separate color as they're navigating your website. So this is another design technique that you can use to differentiate your visitors. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, click on Enable Visual Builder. So I'm going to click this plus button, click on full width, and then we're going to scroll down to full width post title. Right, so again, we're going to come over here to the elements, disable everything except the show title. Come over here to design, click on the text. We're going to make this, in fact, if I make this light, I won't be able to see it. So let's add our background color for our section first. So I'm going to make this color light, and then save. And then I'm going to come over here to my background color and click this plus button. And this time we are going to choose, okay, let's say this blue, right? Okay, so I'm going to delete this top one here. And then let's go back into our module settings and make those adjustments. So I'm going to come over here to elements. So, okay, that's fine on the elements. And let's go to design. Our text is aligned left. That's fine. Title text. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to increase the letter spacing to 4, and then I'm going to make this all caps. Okay, so you can see now that it's the text is matching what we have on the other pages. The only difference is the back, this color. Okay, so come over here to spacings, and the padding bottom was 20 pixels, I think. Okay, so that's looking good. I think that's pretty much what we need to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and save. And then come over here to this plus button, click on regular. Let's have a single column. And we're going to add some text to make this page really look like a web page. Right. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to design and just make my text slightly bigger. And by the way, this can be done globally as well, so you don't have to keep doing this every single time. In fact, I may use that, I'm going to add that as a tip. Okay, so I'm going to save this page now by hitting Command S and Command E to exit. Right, so now if we come to a normal page, boom, it's red, okay? But if it's members, now it's blue. And what we can do as well is to save this to the library. So every time you add pages that needs to be seen by the members, they can have the blue and the normal visitors can have the red. But I'm just using these colors because for the sake of this tutorial, ideally you want to have colors from your color palette. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do next is I'm just going to show you how to make some global settings here. So let's come over here to our dashboard, click on Divi, Theme Customizer. Right, so we are going to come over here to General Settings. Now, the reason why we're coming over here to the General Settings is because you notice that every time I added some text on my page, I had to adjust the text size. Now, this can be done globally once and for all. So let's come over here to Typography. Right, so body text is set to 14. We can say, right, I want all my body text to be 16. Right, so that will be it, throughout the whole website. Body line height, you can say, all right, I want this to be 1.8. Right, header text size, same thing. You can make your headers a certain size, and you can even add your letter spacing if you need, and obviously the line height. Okay, so this is where you make your global settings. So once you make them here, every time you create new pages, everything's going to be in place. Now, if we come down over here, we can actually say, right, our body link color needs to be a certain color. Again, this color needs to be a color that works with your color palette for the branding of your website. So this is how you actually make these quick changes. So this is the main reason why I like using Divi, because you can customize these and you can make pages really, really fast. Now you can see already, just looking at this, it looks modern, it looks very professional, and it's a website that if you're doing this for your clients or even your own websites, it looks very presentable and it looks really nice. Okay, so that is how you do all these customizations to your website. So I think it's now time to answer some questions. But before I answer some questions, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it that you have taken time out of your day to watch this live show. Okay, so over here, I think I'll start with Tech, Fitness, Beauty. Right, so the question here is, how do I hide the header and the footer area of the website? Now, believe it or not, it's very, very simple. So what you want to do is to go to your actual page, the page where you want to hide the header and the footer. So when you get to the page, go to your right. On your right here, you have Divi page settings, publish. So where you publish your page, that's where you want to go. Now there's a section called page attributes, okay? Page attributes. And then in that you have parent and then you have template. So normally the template is set to default template. So what you want to do for that particular page is to click the drop down and select blank. So as soon as you select blank, it removes the header and the footer, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to add any code or any CSS to it. So I hope that answers the question. So if you want to take a look at where you can find this while we're on the show, go ahead and do that. And if you can't find it, you can just drop me a message in the comments box. Okay, so let's take a look. Right, I'm sure there's another question as well that came through. Advanced technology. Right, advanced technology says, I want to add a big logo in Divi icon area. Now, I'm not sure which Divi icon area you're referring to. Is this the top of the website where the normal logo goes? Or is this the actual icon which comes in with the blurb? Okay, so if you can just expand on that, then I'll be able to help you. Right, okay, I can see here I've lost my audio in the right channel. Right, okay, now the thing is, I'm afraid if I start tampering with this gear, I might lose the whole sound altogether. So I'm really sorry about that, but if you don't mind, if we can just carry on as we are, I think, but all I can say is I'm really, really sorry about that. I'm not sure what really happened there. Okay, so if you're just joining us, I was saying that if you're new to web design and you'd like to learn how to design websites using WordPress and Divi, I have a special discount. Okay, all you have to do is to sign up for your hosting using my affiliate link, and if you do that, I will give you access to Divi Blueprint 3, which is my course which teaches you how to use Divi step by step, and it covers pretty much everything that you need to know. And during that course as well, you get to design a fully functioning 5-page website. And also with that, I'm also giving away a WordPress mastery course. This is a beginner course which you can go through to get started to design your websites, so that when you start designing your websites, you're not really in the deep end. So these two courses, you get them absolutely free if you buy your hosting using my affiliate link. Now, you may be asking why this hosting now. InMotion hosting is fantastic because if you're new to web design, or even if you're a freelance designer, they have great support. So if you have any problems with your website or something goes wrong, they're very, very good at responding because the whole team is well versed with WordPress. So they're able to help you out very, very easily. So that's why I chose them. And also they use what are known as SSD hard drives, which make pretty much your website really fast. And they recently also announced that they have SSL, which is secure sockets layer, I think. Yeah, which is also good for your website if you're taking any payments on your website. So they have great features, and by using my affiliate link, you also get 57% discount on your hosting. Okay, so let's check out the questions. Right. I tried it, but it's not working. I placed my code in my child theme CSS, but not working. Please help. Tech Fitness Beauty. To hide the header area of your website and the footer area, you don't need any CSS. All you need to do is to go to that particular page that you need to hide the header and the footer, and go over to the right of the page, and under page attributes, right, you need to go to where it says template and change that template to blank. Normally it says default when you set it up. So you need to make sure that that is set to blank. Okay, so that's all you need to do. There's no need for CSS code or HTML code for that. Okay. Okay, so let's go through more. If there's many more questions. I made first Divi website. Okay, so Titan says I made first website with Divi. Awesome, awesome. I mean, how was your experience? Did you find it difficult to use? It'll be helpful if you drop your answer in the comments below, so others that are tuning in can also get to have an idea of the experience. Okay, so right, let's go up here. Lost the right channel. Okay, I answered that. So I'm just going back to my questions just to see if I missed anything. Right, advanced technology. If you can just mention where you want that logo to be, that icon to be, I'll be able to help you. Okay, so I'd like to give a shout out to everyone that tuned in today. Ijmal, Sholep, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this well, Goodwill, Tech, Fitness, Beauty, Advanced Technology, Ethel Rattal. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing well, but if I'm not, I'm really, really sorry. But the most important thing is you've taken time out of your day to tune into the live show, which I really, really appreciate. Okay, so Titan says Divi Galleries really needs an upgrade for mobile version. When open gallery size is very... Yes, I agree with you totally. Now, behind the scenes, Divi is working on quite a lot of updates, so there's going to be a lot of changes coming soon. I can't really mention them, obviously, because I'm part of the Divi team, but there are changes. It's going to be much, much better, and it's going to be a very cool experience to design your website. So if you can just bear with us, this will be updated very, very soon. Okay, so it looks like we don't have any more questions, so I can just pretty much wrap this up. Now, Tech, Fitness, Beauty, if you're still having problems, what I can do is I can do a quick video tutorial and show you exactly where to find this. But as I mentioned before, that's all you need to do. Go to that page, go to your page attributes, and just set that page to blank, and that will work with no problems. Okay, and Titan says, thank you for your answer. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for tuning in. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. And hopefully next Saturday we'll be live again. If you have any questions that you need to answered on the show, please just drop them in the comments box on the website itself. Or on the comments box, I'll be able to take those and answer them during the live show. So have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in, and see you soon.